Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello, welcome to the first episode of 2022 year Entertainment Hour. I am your host, Big B, for tonight. I am joined by my man, Crispy Bacon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yep, Happy New Year's. And we're also joined by our good friend, Mr. John Elkhorn. How you doing, John?
Just staying crispy and happy to be on the show.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get any mishaps as we did last show. Me and Chris were on MI6, hopefully
technical difficulty. Isaiah has very spotty Wi-Fi. So.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right. So tonight we're going to talk a few things, movie related, TV show related, stuff on Netflix that's come out recently, and then we're going to turn it over to Miss Betty White, an icon that passed away just a few days ago. I think the 31st, 17 days before her 100th birthday. So that's the kind of plan we got tonight, guys. So I'll start it off first. Just binge watch the latest season of Cobra Kai.
Oh, wow.
I was kind of iffy on it. I don't like the direction they went towards the end with John Kreese losing control of Cobra Kai or getting arrested, I guess. I mean, it sounds like they're setting up for the demise of Cobra Kai in season 5, but outside of that, if you watch the first 3, you might as well check out the 4th one. I'm not saying it was bad. I know some people enjoyed it, but have you guys watched the Cobra Kai series at all?
I haven't, but I've heard it's really good, and it kind of follows, I guess, the backstory of Karate Kid.
Yeah. They kind of the first season they kind of backlash to the Karate Kid movies, and then bring back a couple characters here and there throughout the first couple seasons. And then this 4th one, they end with the gentleman that was in, I think it was Karate Kid 2 when he went overseas. They're bringing him in, it looks like, in the 4th one. So, but what have you seen recently, Chris, that, might have jumped out at us?
I haven't seen, like, any of the newer stuff, but
okay.
I got to plan some time around that.
Yeah, okay. How about you, John? What have you? I know you're kind of a busy guy, so anything that coming out that you've seen or want to see?
Well, I was debating on seeing Morbius, but thanks to VidCon, it got canceled till April. And so, because there are some potential rumors about a certain character being in there. But now there's a new Marvel show coming out. And then I don't know if anybody's a fan of Star Wars, but Book of Boba Fett episode 2 comes out tomorrow. And so a lot of really good movies. And I say this again, I highly encourage anybody, even if you're not a sports fan, go see that Kurt Warner movie because there is no other story like that out there.
Can you talk about it without ruining it, or?
Well, I mean, it's I don't know what to say just because it's about his life, but I will say that I knew his story in terms of certain things, like where he played to get to where he was in St. Louis, but some of the things before that. If I was in his position, the person that played this part, and because it's a true story, I would have quit. Dude, this guy had a lot more. I knew he had drive for football and life and stuff, but that there's just something about it. I can tell y'all, folks, if you think your story is hard, go watch this movie, and I promise you, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We all think our life's bad or hard, And then
I'm not here to demise that. I'm just saying his story was a lot more. If I was in that same shoes, I would have given up a lot sooner than what he did.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, there's always somebody that's going to have a harder time, and no, that's a movie I definitely plan on checking out. I saw it when I went and saw I took my son to Clifford the Big Red Dog, and I'm like, oh,
I heard that was your
that,
favorite movie, Big B.
what's that?
How was it?
Clifford, I thought it was pretty cute. I mean, there was times I think the editing could have been better. I mean, I know it's hard to edit a Big Red Dog into a movie, but you could tell the editing wasn't all there. But and then we recently saw Sing 2 with as a family, so Sing 2 was kind of cute too. I mean, when you got a 8-year-old, you got to kind of watch more of the younger movies, and
Right.
So they had a kid. I was seeing a movie today. They had one family, and I was like, man, I almost wanted to. Well, I don't know. Their kids started crying. I was like, ma'am, ma'am. This movie I've seen multiple times, but it is a price delicate. Don't start that. But no, there's a lot of good stuff coming out, and it's looking forward to it. And hopefully, because of VidCon, more stuff doesn't get delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin wants to know: did you like the Spider-Man movie?
I've seen it 8 times.
Oh,
Okay, so
that answered that question.
So I'm guessing you liked it.
Yeah, like for me, I don't know who else I know hasn't seen it, but I will say with that movie, Tom Holland, that had to be his best performance. And I will say, if I could describe 3 emojis to that movie, it'd be the one where the thinking one,
Yep.
the crying one,
Okay.
and the with the volcano explosion on top of your head.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, it's not that I don't plan on seeing Spider-Man. I guess it's just some movies I'll wait till they come out and watch them. I mean,
everybody has their own taste, and
yeah. I mean, I don't hate Spider-Man. I mean,
well, we know Scott does, but he works for the Daily Bugle, so that's
yeah. But you brought up Star Wars. Now there's for me, I like the original 3. I guess they're what 7, 8, 9 now in the trilogies or however.
Plus, you got the prequels and all that.
Yeah.
No, I grew up with it. My dad introduced me to that on VHS.
Yeah, exactly.
Same here,
I fell in love with it. And I dressed it multiple times as a kid and as a young adult as Darth Vader. And remember, I scared a kid on Halloween. It was great.
But
you used the Force?
Yeah, he used the Force.
Well, I do. Just it gets me in trouble because sometimes certain foods activate the Force.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Star Wars, if you've seen one, you definitely want to go out. I got a buddy that's probably seen them all X amount of times in the movie theaters, collected them all. I just, it's just not my type of tea, especially after the prequels. I'm just like, really,
Yeah. After the originals, I kind of stopped.
7, 8, and 9. There was some point when I think it was episode 8 or 9 where they had Darth Vader's mask right there, all crumbled up after we know what happened. That to me could have been an opportunity to lean into Kylo Ren's character to make him more dark.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
He still has his master. Maybe his presence is still there, and that presence and anger resonates into Kylo Ren. He actually becomes a true villain.
Okay.
The Rise of Vader. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, if you get out, Cobra Kai, it's on Netflix. Star Wars coming out. Spider-Man's out. So, Justin, thoughts about Cobra Kai? For me, I think I'm the only one that's seen it out of these 2. Season 4, I'm gonna have to go rewatch them again, because I don't like the way they, kind of taking John Curtis's character out of the equation for Cobra Kai. I mean, they've already taken Johnny and aligned him with Karate Kid. I can't think of it. Ralphie. But so they're kind of merging, Miyagi-Do with Johnny's type of karate, so. But I'll go watch it again. So yeah, Cobra Kai definitely is a must see. The Kurt Warner movie that John talked about, I definitely would recommend going to see that. I have not seen it yet, but I definitely want to. It looks really good. So, with that being said, boys, if we have nothing else really new to discuss, I don't think this is going to be a full hour, but who knows? It might be. As a matter of fact, we've had two icon legends in the entertainment world pass. One being John Madden, which I know, John, you're a big fan of his. I know he's not really a movie guy, but he's been in some movies, broadcasting, football, some commercials. So, John, I'll let you just speak quickly on your thoughts on John Madden once again.
I think a lot of times when I didn't analyze him or anybody because he's human, but for me, a lot of the broadcast, like Skip Bayless, boring. Shannon Sharp knows a lot about the game of football, but Al Michaels has the voice. But John Madden to me was the only one I can think of, maybe besides Howard Cosell back in the day, that made football fun. You can have the knowledge and the voice, but if you can combine that third option with making it fun and entertaining, where I can laugh and learn, then that's what makes for a great football broadcast. And that's exactly what John Madden did. And you're not going to find any other broadcaster or coach like that to this day. And last thought, though, is anything, folks, if you watch football, anything you see for the most part, give or take a few things, was because of John Madden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you watch the documentary, Chris, I don't know if you've seen it yet. I saw parts of it.
It's good.
Yeah, and he wanted to do things his way. I think they talked about a game where they had cameras set up, and John's like, "No, this ain't gonna work. The camera angles ain't gonna work this way." So they moved the cameras, to fit John Madden. Once John Madden became, because he said he didn't want to be a broadcaster.
Right, he waited like 3 years.
Yeah, and once he got in the booth and got a few games under his belt, he like, "Oh, this is it. This is what I want to do." And so he revolutioned broadcasting. Yeah. And like John said, I mean, he made it fun. I mean, he did the X's and O's. I think even in college, before he went into broadcasting, had him come in and teach.
He was teaching football. How to watch football.
Yeah, how to watch football. Wow. I mean, in the John Madden documentary, one thing I didn't know or realize, I guess, I didn't realize he has two sons. I really didn't. I knew he was married, but I just didn't think he had two sons because you never hear about him. So
I didn't know either, to be frank with you, but
yeah.
I mean, that's what we need, a class about learning about football. Like, if anybody going into broadcasting school,
there's definitely a couple people I know that could use a class in sports in general.
And I know a lot about it, but I need to know about the X's and O's and all that.
But I think if you could translate some of that and maybe render some of the colors, I think that is a perfect class any broadcaster or sports podcast host needs to. And I know somebody, I won't say any names, Isaiah, or any names that need to sign up for that class, Isaiah.
Yeah. So, Chris, what did you think of the documentary for John Madden?
Oh, it was good. I mean, like we talked about, he did a school to teach about, how to watch football. I mean, beforehand when he was broadcasting, no other broadcaster did like pre-interview meetings. No one met with coaches, players, and he did that. He just, created, like the first down marker, the telestrator. A lot of the stuff we see today is because of him. And, in a way, when they use it, it's like they honor him now. Mm-hmm. They honored him in a good way this past weekend with their games. Even Monday night, I believe they did. So, he's going to be missed. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely he's going to be missed. And, watching some of the teams pay tribute to him, and, rightfully so, he earned it. The one thing I was waiting for his iconic boom, at the end of the tribute, to get things started.
Oh, so. I did that a couple times watching the game. So
yeah.
It came in handy.
Justice chiming in and talk about the Sean Payton movie coming out. There's another one. I don't know when it's due to come out, but I've heard it's in the works. So hopefully,
I'm sure sometime this year.
Yeah.
It's a long year.
Definitely be one to watch. And I think I'm trying to think who's starring in that one.
Kevin James, I think.
Yeah, Kevin James was going to be Sean Payton, which might be a little stretch. I don't know. So, all right.
Sean
So
Payton's
let's-
not really a joking kind of person.
No, that's why it's going to be kind
Me,
of interesting to see
so-
how they portray that.
Yeah.
So, Justin, before we move on, have you guys watched the Man in the Arena documentary?
Oh, the
No.
Tom Brady
The
documentary.
Tom Brady one? No, I have not seen that one yet.
I've watched some. Now, I don't know. I know it is for y'all also. It was kind of a lot of stuff I already knew, give or take a couple of things.
Okay.
But I still like seeing in sports or in anything
Mhm.
else, like a little bit more behind the scenes, I guess,
Yeah.
what it's like
Yeah.
and things, and that to me kind of interest.
No, and that I think the more we know of the person, we don't see all the behind the stuff, And Chris, I know you're a wrestling guy just like I am. I mean, some of the documentaries that the wrestling world's put out, the Undertaker, his final ride, seeing some of the stuff behind the scenes on what they go through. I mean, it's more intriguing than actually be like, oh, I already knew that fact.
So if you notice, January 28th at the end of the trailer for the Sean Payton movie, it says January 28th. So we have about 3 weeks before it comes out.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, thank you for that. So
whatever your Netflix password is, I would appreciate that. And that's
yeah. So all right. So moving on to I guess the lady of the hour, our tribute to Miss Betty White. Like we said, 99 years old, 17 days away from her 100th birthday. Chris, I'll start with you. I know you and John are the young ones here. So
right.
what do you know of Betty White and what have you seen her in?
I mean, I'm looking at the list because I've seen her in some stuff, and I've seen her in, in commercials and different things. She was the oldest, I think, out of any female actress, working in the Hollywood entertainment industry, and I'm sure a lot of kids know her as well, like in Toy Story and all that. She voiced some characters, and she was in a ton of movies and TV shows, and anybody's seen her on TV, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah. How about you, John?
I thankfully grew up with parents that were cultured in terms of stuff, even from the old days. I know she started her career 1936, so she's one of the oldest female actress of all time. Which that to me alone is pretty awesome because we know in the industry it's tough, and every single line and thing you say in your show or movie can cost you a career.
Yep.
And to be able to do it as long as she did was awesome. And as far as we know, there weren't any health complications. They were just, and I feel bad for the person that sent out those magazines 2 days before her death because
the People
not
magazine.
your fault if you don't know, but it kind of puts you on an awkward PR position. But her as a career, though, my dad used always joke around with me because he used to sing the song "Thank You for Being My Friend," and I'm like, no, stop. But having grown up with my parents, I know, of course, about the Golden Girls, and there's that other show I can't remember. But I mean, she was somebody that I've never seen a harder working actress in my life. I mean, 60 plus years in the industry. She was a very, without a doubt, a very funny woman, and to be able to be as bright, especially knowing I've known women at that age, usually they're not there, or there's dementia or something. That's definitely unfortunately the situation. But she's had a very good career, and I mean it's unfortunate. I was shocked though. I was like, okay, 100. Let's see where this goes, because that's where see what he was doing, and let's go for it. But I think at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know. We say we're shocked. Oh, she's almost 100. Well, she never had any health issues that we know of.
Yeah.
She just posted 2 weeks ago on her Twitter, not even 2 weeks ago, came out to celebrate my birthday with New York Times Magazine or whatever it was called. And 4 days later, she passed.
Yeah, they said it was natural causes.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That
that
to me,
meant, but
like, I don't know if I because why would you be posting about this stuff in like the magazine and everything about your birthday if it was natural causes? Like I'm not saying there's anything like crazy happened. It just
Yeah.
I just find it kind of I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just find it kind of odd. Like
right.
why plan all of this if it was
No,
natural?
yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
happened though, because I mean, I've known I had a girlfriend that had dementia. Like one day they're doing great, no problem. The next,
Mhm.
they're so maybe that was the case as she got older. I don't know.
And what was interesting, well, not interesting, but the last time she was like on TV or just like in front of the TV, on screen was like in 2012, I thought it was, when
You
she was
said-
announcing her Facebook account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was doing some.
she had a TV show with a
yeah.
couple other people.
Yeah. So. Yeah. No. Looking at it, I mean, even some of the recent stuff. I mean, she was Biddy White in Forky Asks a Question that came out in a short story. She was in the movie Trouble. Toy Story 4 as Biddy White. She was the voice. Um,
Betty White, First Lady of Television.
yep. Uh, she was in Soul Man. She's appeared on WWE Raw a couple times, or at least once.
She was on SNL once. They had
Yep.
they sound like something to get her on.
Yep.
She even had for you SpongeBob fans out there. She was on SpongeBob.
Yep. Yeah, she was on The Simpsons, I know, and
King of the Hill,
Family Guy.
Family
So I mean,
Guy.
she's one of those where you know she's gonna be hard to replace. I mean, I know. I think it's Peacock. I think or
Yes.
Mhm.
or CBS that does like older reruns. Or
They both do.
no. They do a live action remake of a certain TV show. Recently, they done Different Strokes and Facts of Life.
Oh, that
So
was ABC.
ABC, yes, okay. So you got to know that there's a Golden Girls one in the works. I mean,
They're
who?
already thinking it right now because they
Yeah.
usually do it in December.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to think about it that when she first started her career back then,
Mhm.
certain views and certain opinions of things were
Oh,
not what it is today.
Yep.
Of course, I won't go into detail, but to overcome that and to, of course, I mean, yes, she was a phenomenal actress. She's very talented, but I think her loving type of personality, like I don't know if is in your all's life, but sometimes we have that person. They're just easy to love. They just have that fun personality. You always want to be around. And she seemed
Oh
to
yeah.
to pretty much be like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely think if you met her on the street and got to know her, or she got to know you, I mean, you were probably on her best bud list. I mean, definitely, it's definitely somebody I would have loved to, sit down and have a round table dinner with, and just, for 100 years. I mean, just think of the things that she saw. Presidents. I think somebody posted on one show, she's the only one to see all the Yankees World Series wins or something like that. So I mean, it's crazy things like that. The older you get, it's like God, just to sit down and talk with them.
I mean, she's one of
Mhm.
the few that like you see with a lot of actors or some actresses these days where either there's a scandal or there's some like rumors and stuff like this.
Oh yeah,
No
you hear
negative
nothing.
and you didn't hear a single thing. And that to
No.
me is again nobody's perfect, but I think it's a testament to where her character was and where her personality was. You maybe heard that with Kevin James back in the I don't know if it's true or not. Like I'm not accusing somebody, but like you see like rumors for certain actors and actresses, but with her it's like she wasn't perfect like all of us.
Oh
But
yeah.
but you didn't hear anything negative. Nobody came out sipping some tea or blah blah blah. She was just all around pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's easy to work with. Trust me, I'll be shocked if I hear anybody come out and say one bad thing about, couldn't work with Betty White or she was hard to work with. I mean, like you said. So looking at some of her stuff here on the website IMDb, she began her career as a phone girl on Al Jarvis's afternoon TV show in LA, California. She turned down the role of Helen Hunt's mother in As Good as You Get. You know, so she was a frequently a beloved guest on game shows. The
Yeah.
Password, Hollywood Squares, Match Game,
Mhm.
$10,000 Pyramid, and there was others too.
I watched a lot of those.
Yeah,
I mean, not
she put.
reruns, but
Here's something. She plays Rose Nolan in Golden Girls, as we all know, but she also used that name in The Empty Nest, Nurses, and The Golden Place. So she played that character in 3 other. I think it was just a name. I don't know. I think it was a character.
There's 3 to 4 different shows, so you had that same character.
Yeah, exactly. Admittedly, she had cosmetic surgery before Golden Girls in 1985, which, okay. I mean, that's nothing out of the ordinary. She was originally considered for the role as Blanche on Golden Girls. However, Betty had already been aggressive Suen. Because of her role in Mary Tyler Moore. Uh, so, yeah, and that's another thing too. A lot of these actors go off for one role, and they flip flop. I mean, watching the Golden Girls now, I don't think I can see Betty White as the Blanche role, as the sex symbol, as we'll call it. Because she's too funny. I mean, even in the show, had one-liners. I mean, all the time.
And it's very rare for, in my opinion, man, like certain actors or actresses. I know they're good at their job, but some of them, it's very rare to see a few actors match their personality or that character with their personality.
Yeah.
Betty White did it. Adrian Garfield did it with multiple movies he's done, and so.
Yeah, she received a Hollywood Star on the Walk of Fame February 18th, 1988. The star is located next to her late husband, Alan Luden, which a funny thing I just heard too is that was her last words, is that she was calling for her husband, Alan. Their reports are, yeah. So, maybe several appearances on the Sandra Barbara as a party contestant. She was in 1955. Betty White was honorary mayor for Hollywood, California. At 88 and a half, she was the oldest person to host Saturday Night Live in 1975. In 2010. Okay, okay, I got it. I mean, 88, and go on to a Saturday Night Live, which is all about improv and stuff like that. I mean, I don't watch too much Saturday Night Live, but
I don't either. It was a 40th anniversary special.
Yeah, I might have to go back and check that one out.
That was in 2015. I'm sorry. You said 2010?
Yeah, 2010. Yeah.
Okay, that one was in 15. Okay.
Yeah. So, of the 4 stars on the Golden Girls, Betty White was the oldest, which we all, I think, knew that, as well as the last living member. She was also the last living member of the Mary Tyler Moore Show too. So, let's see. We know that she appeared on games. I'm just looking here to see if there's any other interesting facts about her.
Last night it was actually sports radio, but they talked about Betty White, and they had the top 10 list of things Betty White was older than.
Oh, okay.
And some of the stuff was like Big Mac, bubblegum, color TV.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some.
TV. Wait, what is
Color
it?
TV.
Color TV, yeah. I heard that one, that like color TV wasn't out yet. The Big Mac was just invented. I mean,
that was just a few that I can remember. But
the last time I got Sports Take, right?
Huh?
It was the last time I got a Sports Take. That's how. Been a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if we can Google that quick. Uh,
I'm like, wow, that's
I mean, you put it in perspective. I mean, no matter as we talked before, you put it in perspective. I mean,
it,
100 years, 99. I mean, uh,
and you never
this,
hear anything like we were talking about earlier. You never hear anything bad about her, from any celebrity, from whether they work with her or not. You just don't hear anything, bad about her.
all right, so this must be the list. I just found it. 10 things younger than Betty White. Let's
Maybe
see
that was it.
here. Sliced bread.
Yeah, that was
Now
one.
think about that. We always talk about sliced bread. It's always a joke of somewhere. Better.
It is not a joke now.
Yeah.
Because that was back then when they used to like just make their bread. It
Yeah.
didn't come in.
Yeah. July 7th, 1928. Only 6 years after Betty White was born, sliced bread was made. Masking tape.
That's crazy.
What
about HB?
television?
No, HB was running bread.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Frozen foods are younger than Betty White.
What?
Here you go, Isaiah, if you're listening. The cheeseburger.
Yep.
Sunglasses are younger than Betty White.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's
Another one of Isaiah's favorites. The bubble gum, as Chris alluded to.
But don't say that. He may accidentally crap his pants at work.
Yeah. The ballpoint pen is younger than Betty White.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They're saying about 18 years into Betty White's life was the Penicillin, Penicillin. Okay.
Penicillin. No, I was going to say
Penicillin. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Aerosol cans, so like hairspray and stuff, is all younger than Betty White. So
it's crazy. It's
there's
crazy.
inventions that Betty White is older. Well, let's see what this one is. I mean,
I never heard this one.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, penicillin we already got. Sliced bread we already got. Color TV we got. Scotch tape. Can of beer is younger than Betty White.
Wow.
Yeah. Electric traffic signals, which were created in 1923, so just probably not too after she was born. Frozen food we were talking about, bubble gum. The Slinky.
I've heard that.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah. In 1943, the Slinky came out. Nuclear fission. Okay.
I think it's like science.
Something some people need that I know. Birth control pills is younger than Betty White. Let's see. Automatic wristwatches, which you kind of figured that one. The trampoline is younger than Betty White. LSD, yeah.
I thought about that. I'm like, maybe.
Jukeboxes are younger than Betty White.
Jukebox? What? That's crazy.
What's that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know what that is.
It's a big form of the iPad.
I was gonna say, I
know.
Isaiah in a deep fake.
The Barbie doll is younger than Betty White.
Wow, that one. Wow.
Yeah, that one kind of. I know Barbie's been around for a while. I mean, like again, you put all this in perspective, and it's just like, wow, really? The beanbag chair.
Wow.
We already said ballpoint pen. Notebooks with spiral binding was invented in 1924, so that's younger than Betty White. Here's one of probably all of our favorites if you eat candy. M&M's in 1941.
Ooh.
The Big Mac, we've already kind of covered that. Yeah, so was that the last one? Oh no, there's still more.
That is
crazy. The electric razor, which I use a lot.
I imagine it takes a while.
The Rubik's Cube is younger than Betty White.
That's right, yeah.
74. Can anybody put one together? Or
No.
Dude, I gave up. I would just throw it across the wall. I threw a paper towel.
I know I can't either. I've seen. I got a friend's kid that could do it in like 30 seconds. I'm just like, how? And then he's like, here, you mess it up, I'll do it. And I'm just like, wow.
I give him props. I can do it blindfolded in like
Yeah.
a minute or two or something like
Yeah.
that.
I can't even do it without the blindfold.
Yeah, no
Well, I have
kidding. Unless
two,
I
but-
take the stickers off, Instant Copy is younger than Betty White.
Wow.
Computer viruses. Well, yeah, 1982. I mean, we knew computers. Well, of course, the internet definitely is younger than Betty White. The microwave oven.
For your frozen
Hard
meals.
drives, which, again, I mean, anything computer related we are. Here's one. Garages are younger than Betty White. Where do you think people park? Just out in the open? I mean,
I would
was-
think that they would. I mean, they would have a sidewalk or a driveway without that, though. I would.
yeah,
assume.
that is true.
Well,
And then
yeah,
the final
see,
one
too.
I found here, garbage disposals is younger than Betty White.
Wow.
But
Well, I mean, with the
Yeah.
cars, you got to think back then too. Everything was safer back then. I mean,
that
To an
is true.
extent.
I mean,
I would hate
but-
to drive back then because imagine if somebody cut you off at 1932. That would really be a disaster because there's
well,
not.
just think on those hot summer days, I mean, you ain't got air conditioning.
And plus, the
Or-
brakes were
or
metal.
when there's
They weren't what they are today, so
Yeah.
you couldn't go barefoot or anything. So imagine somebody
Yeah.
cuts you off in 1932. That would not be a fun journey.
or when it's bad weather, there's nothing to protect your car.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, it was.
Wait, when
No,
did
that-
the first car come out?
What's that?
19 what was it?
The first car?
Because I think Ford did back in the day, like 1920 something.
Let's see here. First car ever made, 1885. So that's what it says here. First automobile. So
I got the year 1886 was regarded as
yeah.
the birth year of the car.
85, 86. So a little bit. That's a little bit older than Betty White.
Yeah.
But so yeah, boys. Unless you guys got anything else, we want to wish our best to Betty White's family and fans. I mean, I think that kind of all took us to a surprise. I think the news took us by surprise. I don't think the actual passing, because I mean, it's 100. I mean, I don't want to sound cold hearted, but it's like.
No, I know what you mean.
It's the news. Matter of fact, I mean, it was funny because me and my wife were actually talking about Betty White the other day, or the day before. We're at the Mall of America here, and we're like, she made a comment about how this is the last year Betty White can, because there's a meme out there, Betty White can't play with Legos after this year, and so we kind of giggled about it, and it's just like, and then next day she passes away. So
It's got to be weird when people talk about her,
Yeah.
like live, and then all of a sudden you hear that news. It's like,
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. So I think we're going to cut a little short here, unless you guys have something you guys want to bring up entertainment-wise. If not, I'll start with you, Crispy. What we got going on for C2C?
coming up, we got Tuesday Night Mania. We're going to recap 2021, the best of show, I guess you could say.
Nope.
With our matches and wrestlers and all that. So tune in for that tonight. Coming up here about an hour or so.
Yeah, just under an hour. Mr. John Elkhorn, what do you got going on?
I mean, like, kind of going on, like Callan said, we're starting a unnamed network. We'll have a name at a later date, but just stay tuned in, folks, and maybe next time for Entertainment Hour, we can just reminisce on all the Isaiah sports takes and just watch Isaiah funny videos, and that could be Entertainment Hour one episode.
That definitely is an entertainment hour, because I know you guys probably got, boodles of stuff we could do, probably more than an hour. I mean, and he keeps loading in there. So
Yeah.
But yeah, like Chris said, C2C top of the hour. We'll have Tuesday Night Mania, going to do our awards show. Wednesday, Sportsman, and hopefully we have Mr. Ace back for that. The Bo and Joe show Wednesday. Just keep checking us out. We got content all week long. Sunday, Morning Tailgate, we plan to do our 2021 awards. Give out who we think is worthy of the MVP and stuff like that. So for Crispy Bacon, thank you, John, for joining us. I am Big B, and we'll check y'all. Next week will be Roundtable, I believe. So
I'll definitely for that.
Yeah, John, we know you like that. So with that being said, check us all out all the time. Check out MI6, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Have a good one.